Hey guys, thank you for visiting my channel. I am grateful to be here and glad to do this reading for the sign of Cancer today. All right. Let's see here. What should we start with? Let's start with our daily reading to see kind of what is going on with Cancer. So we're going to ask our guides, spirit guides, please be present and give us the message. Clear and concise information for our sign of Cancer. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Or wherever you have a preponderance of Cancer. I know I have Cancer. I have, and it's at 22 degrees. So every time I see 222 anywhere, I think of Cancer. Or I feel like I'm relating to Cancer. So yeah, however that goes. So all right, you guys, well, let's see here. What do we have for our Cancer friends here? Energies have been really heavy lately, so I haven't been able to get all the readings out as I would like, but I don't really have a certain structure to when I do readings. I just do readings as I'm compelled, and just this last month I decided to try and do most of the zodiacs if possible. But okay, here we go. So what is the current daily message for our Cancer signs? Thank you so much for clear, concise information. Oh, goodness gracious, we have 3 cards pull at the same time. New beginnings. Take a moment and find your center. But it was in the reverse, so I'm going to kind of take that as maybe that's something you can work on. Is finding your center. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside of you at this time. So when the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then it's time, then it's an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? So I feel like that's something that you could work on, Cancer signs. You are a water sign, and sometimes that water can get a little polluted, and I think this is something that you could do for cleansing. My best friend is the Cancer, and I tell her all the time to take salt baths, and I know for a fact that she has had some anxiety too, because you're very intuitive and you're also empathic people. So you pick up on other people's energy thinking it's yours, but it's possibly not yours. So I feel like you just need to give yourself affirmations and say, hey, you know what? I understand I have this energy. I don't think that it's mine. I want to release it. And then you want to think some more happy, more positive thoughts and accept those, okay? So you want to reject the negative energy and accept the positive energy, okay? And that's a red card, so I feel like that's dealing with your heart, okay? So I feel like being in the sun too would help, all right? And then you have take a moment, and it says stop. Now is not the time to rush into a decision you're about to make. So before the important decision is made, take a moment to pause, quiet your mind so that you can ask your soul for guidance before you act or move forward. And I feel like with taking this moment, the new beginnings are going to come in. I feel like divine timing and intervention wants you to wait and allow them to do some of the work, okay? I feel like you might have been getting some headaches. You're getting some downloads right now. You could be being tired, a little exhausted, needing to take some rest right now because you're taking in so much information. And you're needing to filter what's yours, what's not yours, what's the collective, what's, you know, what's personal, what's, you know, public information. And just take time to let that marinate and assess what you're getting downloads and information from, and just kind of going with the ebb and flow of things and understanding that new beginnings are coming your way with this yellow card here. So I think yellow too is kind of like slowing down. New beginnings could be coming, but they're not coming when you want them to come. They're going to come when the universe is ready for them to come. And it says have courage and faith, because right now life is trying to nudge you forward and move you in a new direction. It's saying nudge, not push. It's a nudge, okay? So I feel like with this card, staying optimistic and staying positive. And there's a lot of the eyes being closed in this. So I feel like you're going to be using more of your intuition and thinking with your heart, and also making sure that your heart and your head are connected and on the same page. And it's going to take some time. Okay. So I feel like you are taking the right steps. Healing is not on anyone's time frame. It's just a feel frame. You know, it's like whenever you feel like you're healing, you know, it's not like, oh, I'm going to take these 2 days and heal. It could take 2 days, 2 weeks. It could take, it's a never ending process. Okay. So, let me get some clarification, even though you guys should probably know because this is resonating with you anyway. You know, you're also studying. Some of you guys are like doing some studying and doing some research and kind of just trying to use your discernment to what you're going to accept and what you're going to reject, okay? And you don't have to accept everything, okay? You might have a lot of people you reach out to, or people even on YouTube channels you might watch, and a lot of the information just might be like, oh my gosh, it could be overload. So rest, you know, messages could also be coming in your dream state as well if you're not good at meditating, or if you're not, meditating isn't a strong suit for you. I feel like asking, setting the intention before bed that you want to get messages and some understanding and guidance, that might help you with this new beginning coming in. All right. Because I feel like you might not be seeing the bigger picture with this new beginnings, okay? You're thinking kind of small, but the universe has something big planned for you, okay? And I feel like it's going to be a positive change for you, something good, something that you've been manifesting. And I see the tree of life. I see that it's going to be life-changing, okay? But it's these downloads you're getting, and it's keeping that heart open and loving yourself, self-love, self-nurture, self-healing, and self-reflection. You know, like it says, just make sure, have you checked in with yourself? Are you feeling good today? Okay, so wherever you have Cancer at in your chart, if it's not your sun sign, check your moon, your rising, and your Venus, and then see if you have anywhere where you have Cancer at least two times in your birth chart. That might be something that this might resonate with you. Okay, so finding your center. Any more information? Okay, so we have the Hangman. Okay, so the Hangman is definitely finding his center. Okay, and I feel like that kind of connects the whole situation with taking a moment to find yourself. And the oh look, and there's a, is that a crab? I think that's like a crab in there. So I kind of feel like this is resonating, or this is really going for you Cancers, because the Hangman has a Cancer right below. And I feel like that's enlightenment. That's getting some, again, those downloads, getting, just getting that uplifting information, and the ascension process. I feel like you're going through your ascension process, okay? It's not a very fast process. It's slow, and sometimes there's the good, there's the bad, there's the ups and the downs to it. But this is you surrendering and allowing things to happen, and the Hangman is definitely taking time out. So I feel like that is kind of connecting from finding your center and taking that moment. And let's see here. Anything? Oh, goodness gracious. What else? Something else jumped. Oh, see, Ten of Swords. All right. So this, I feel like, is when you take that moment to get those downloads, to get that information. Like I said, it could be giving you some headaches. You could have some body aches as well through this ascension process. But the Ten of Swords is things coming to completion. Things are ending, right? And then you have these new beginnings coming. Okay, so I feel like this had to happen. I think a lot of Cancers, they kind of they have a hard time letting things go. And this is basically saying you're going to have to let this go. You need to let go and let divine and the universe hold you up, lift you up, and protect you, and keep you, and put you where you're supposed to be. Okay, that's where I feel like you're protected while this is happening as well. So that Ten of Swords is like the completion of something, and then bam, new beginnings. Thank you so much to Spirit for giving us that message. All right, any more messages that we can... Man, these cards are flying today, you guys. Seven of Swords. Okay, so I kind of saw it in the reverse, though. So the Seven of Swords energy is like, it's movement. And some people say it's like bad luck, but I feel like with the Sagittarius moon here right now, I feel like this could be good luck. I mean, you could be guarded. You don't have a wall up, but you do have your filter. You're getting your filter together, and you're laying down those swords, okay? You're taking them out of your back. You're healing. You're going through a healing process, and you're not at war with anyone. I just feel like this is you just putting up a guard or putting up some type of filter, and that's okay. So I'm not gonna take this as a negative energy right now. I feel like there could be some luck in doing that, because you definitely don't want to close yourself completely off, but you are a little guarded. You are a little filtered, or having filter, because you're not accepting everyone's information. You're not accepting everyone's energy, okay? So this is allowing what you want to let in, and taking away what you don't, okay? Can we get some more clarification for this Seven of Swords energy? Let's just make sure, though. Seven of Swords energy. I'm not going to take those. Seven of Swords energy. Can we get some clarification? Seven of Swords. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, you guys. Well, we have the Fool. So you need to take a leap of faith. And you have the Seven of Cups. And that, to me, is like releasing your worries to your guides, and allowing them to allow things to manifest for you. Not feeling like you're drowning in your fears, okay? Six of Staffs is usually a celebration or some type of victory coming your way. You do have the Hierophant in reverse, which is the 5 card. So this could mean with the Hierophant in reverse, still needing a little bit more work. Some changes are going to be coming, and it could be, you know, out of your hands. And so I kind of feel like that's the time for you to surrender. But then you have the World card, and I feel like this is something, I feel like the Hierophant kind of, to me, is like a Tower moment that's going to be happening for you guys. But it's going to make things fair. So if you're going through anything legal, or if you're going through something that you feel is like troubling or stressful, I feel like you just need to feel like you have the victory as you go through it, because then you'll be in the World card. You'll have the World card. You'll be on top of the world again. The world is yours. Whatever you've been manifesting, if it's positive things, there infinite abundance, infinite love. I just feel like some good karma with the 21 being 3 is coming your way. But I feel like there's going to be this moment. This could be an aha moment. It could be something, like I said, something legal, just something that is out of your control. But I feel like as long as you hold, like you gave up these worries to divine. You're manifesting, and your affirmations are that you're going to have victory, and that you have this victory, and that you've decided, you've made your mind up, that you're going to be balanced, and that you're setting the intention with the wands that you are going to get through this. And the Hierophant, this situation, possibly a Tower moment. I don't see the tower. I mean, we don't see the tower, but I feel like the Tower moment is going to happen. It's something that's involving 2 or 3 other people, but you're going to get through it. You're going to be a warrior. You're going to be a conqueror, and then you're going to be in the World card. So, also, this could happen in 5 days, 5 weeks with the Hierophant. I feel like that might be something for you to think about. And then, bam, the World card. So this is going to be the outcome. This is major arcana. These 2 are major arcanas, okay? So it's like, and then the Fool, it's like that, taking that leap of faith and just knowing that, you know what, through it all, the world is mine, and whatever I want, I can have, okay? Because Cancers are very, like I said, very intuitive, very empathic people. So you guys are master manifestors. You can manifest whatever you want. And you got the 5, and then you got the 21, which is 3. And this is you. This is you finding yourself between all of this, okay? You know, because you got the 6, you got the 3. Only thing is missing is the power of the Cancer, okay? And that's where that you need to put that in here, because it's going to happen. And these are things that you can't really avoid, but you can be aware of, okay? And you're aware of your surroundings. You know, you're aware that there's battles. You're aware that there's people, there's haters around you. But like I said, filter that information. Don't absorb it. Just observe it, okay? And then the world is yours. So I feel like this is good. I'm going to accept this as far as being what Spirit wants you to know. And again, you have that 7 of Swords energy. So, you know, sometimes when you feel like things are bad luck, I always say, and this is a continual process. I always say, you know what? I'm going to understand that this is what I'm thinking or feeling, but I command a positive outcome, okay? I command some good luck. I command some good news, you know? Like, tell the universe, like, thank you so much. I'm so grateful for the good news I'm going to get today. I'm so happy for everything that, all my lessons that turn into blessings, okay? So, you know, they always say the silver lining of things, okay? So I feel like there's some silver lining, especially with the Hierophant and all that gray. I feel like that's the silver lining of a situation. Like, you might not see it. The Hierophant normally sees all, but I feel like with it's in reverse, there's that unknown change that's going to happen. And then it's going to be like, bam, the world. It's going to be clarity. You know, you're going to have lots of options because you had that 7 of Swords that could, or which card you have? The Cups energy. Which one was it? You have the 7 of Cups. That's some options, some stresses, some situations, good or bad. I just feel like there's a lot going on. There's a lot, and you're not knowing where to go, but you're gonna know which path to take, and it might be both. You know, you might just be right down the middle, okay? And it's like, bam, I can do it all. I can do whatever I want, okay? So this is not limiting yourself. You're limitless, okay? Just continue to remember that you are limitless, okay? So can we get some clarification on this 10 of Swords energy? Is there any more clarification with this 10 of Swords energy for our Cancers? Any more information? These cards are like, ooh. Any more information for this 10 of Swords? I'm not going to take that one. Any more information for the 10 of Swords information? Can clarification for the 10 of Swords energy for our Cancers? All right. All right, well, I'm not going to do this deck anymore because it's kind of sticking, all right? But 5 of Cups is at the bottom of the deck. So, again, there's that change and, you know, laying down some of those burdens and manifesting and praying. And that, too, I see 2 of Cups. So, I do see the world and the 2. I feel like 2 of Cups is kind of speaking to me in this thing here. 3 cups down, you know, maybe there wasn't a celebration before. Maybe there was something that you were hoping for, but didn't actually manifest. But I feel like with this 2 of Cups here, I feel like these cups here is going to bring you some emotional happiness, some type of relationship or some type of love, or even like a real good friend, or just some type of companionship, something that's going to be even more fulfilling, because these cups down here are empty. So these are empty dreams, empty wishes, empty, you know, intentions. You know, they weren't ever full. You never did fill them up all the way. But I feel like these 2 cups here, right here, I feel like they're going to be full, and they're going to be exactly what you wanted, and even more, okay? It might be a little unknown right now, but you've prayed, and you have hope, you have faith in those 2 of Cups, okay? So I feel like 2 of Cups is somewhere in the near future. With that being said, I'm going to move over to your romance, just kind of see if there's any messages from our romance angel, our love angels, for your, oh, goodness gracious. religious factors jumped, and it says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. All right, so that World card, that could be your spiritual path, okay, with that Hierophant, because the Hierophant is a very spiritual person of wisdom. It could be a teacher, a preacher, just someone of, it could be religious, it could be spiritual, but I feel like that with that Hierophant and that change coming and this world coming, I feel like the current moment is you could be, oh, look, this is like the king, too. Do you see that, the crown right there? Someone is about to get crowned. Someone is about to be coming from like a knight to a king, okay? So I feel like with this card here, your love life being influenced, I feel like your spiritual path, right now, you may not have met anyone, because as you go through your ascension process, sometimes it's really lonely with this Hangman. Could be a little lonely. Could be feeling like you've been by yourself for a while. But I feel like this World card and these religious factors and this Hierophant in reverse, I feel like that change is going to happen. And then this love life, this is going to change. And then you're going to have the World and that Two of Cups, okay? Man, these cards are jumping. Trust. Okay, so it says, this situation is calling for you to have faith. Yeah, so we have the Fool card. All right, you have the Fool card, and that's that taking that leap of faith, and I feel like that Two of Cups is, I feel like that Two of Cups is going to be, trust, and the situation is calling for you to have faith, and I feel like, again, this is you manifesting something, or divine's going to give you something, and your back might be up against the wall. This divine masculine is here, his back's up against the wall, but look, the cherub, the love angels are there, okay? And could be getting some messages from a dog if you have a dog in your life. Maybe you might be channeling messages from your dog, or I feel like sometimes our animals too help us transmute negative energies too. So getting outside with your dog, maybe you'll run into somebody outside as you're taking your dog for a walk. But yeah, this is saying that you need trust. You need some trust, and just having that faith. And it's hard to do because it feels like, you're going to fall on your face or fall flat on your back, but this is falling in love, okay? That's what I'm channeling. That's what I feel like, Okay, do you have any more messages from our love angels for our Cancer sign? Any more messages? Any more messages? One more time. Any more messages for Cancer? Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. All right, you guys. So I'm going to see what these two are. Playfulness. Like I said, getting out. And past life relationship. You have known each other before. So this feels like it could be a twin flame coming towards you. And it says, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So I feel like this too is letting go of those burdens with the Seven of Cups energy. I feel like it's letting go of those emotional baggage and burdens you might have, and just have playfulness, The thing today that's been resonating with me is, if you can't change it, why think about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, let it go. Give it to your spirit guides and your angels, your protectors, whoever you pray to. If you pray to anyone, I feel like you need to give them your burdens, okay? And say, you know what, today I just want to have fun. I want to get outside. I want to go to the playground. I want to take my dog for that walk. And then maybe you might meet somebody and somebody might flirt with you, okay? And it's okay to flirt, and it's okay for someone to, give you the eye and look you and check you out, and it could stir up something, and maybe you might run into someone that a fated meeting, a fated event. Okay, so I feel like with this is you may have known each other before. It's not to say that you specifically know that person. It's that you know that energy, because chemistry, you know, that connection, that magnetism, you know, that electricity. Something might create a spark in you. Okay. You know, your Cancer is a water sign, but you might run into a fire sign or earth sign, and it might spark something in you. Okay, so I feel like staying lighthearted, and then you already have the new beginnings here. So just being playful and making sure you're getting that rest, you guys. I feel like making sure you're getting the rest, and then getting that sun on, you know, I see the sun back there, getting that vitamin D. You know, in the wintertime, sometimes you're kind of closed off, and you're not in the sun as much as possible. And it's hard to, like, you know, get that sun exposure. But I feel like with these religious factors too, and you're going to be getting these downloads of information, and I feel like you're going to be having that ascension, and you're going to be getting crowned. You're going to coming to your queen. You're going to realize you're a queen or you're a king, you know, and having that balance. And, you know, the Hangman's definitely that balance, you know. And then you have the Fool card. And I just feel like celebrating your gains, you know, and your lessons. I won't call them losses. I'm going to call them lessons. Celebrating your gains, you know, celebrating what you have already in the present, and celebrating what you want in the near future. You see how they're looking forward to something. So I feel like this is a card of celebration, you know, and saying it out loud and writing them down, and doing them daily. You know, they always say it takes 3 weeks to learn a new habit, and I feel like with doing that, the world is going to be yours, because you create those new habits. They say it usually takes 3 weeks. 3 weeks is 21 days. And since that 21 is there, and I feel like 21 is being 3, good karma will be coming your way, you guys, especially with the Fool card. So tomorrow, start something new, start something fresh, and then just try and keep that type of routine happening. Because again, you have that 7, so you know, you're laying down some ground rules, you're setting some boundaries, you got the filters going, you know, and you got 2 7s, you know. So, you know, maybe in even 2 weeks, because you're setting the intentions that you're going to self-love, you're going to self-care, you're going to let go some of those burdens. I feel like within the next 2 weeks to 3 weeks, you're going to have some great things happen and come your way. And it could be, like I said, a soulmate connection, or twin flame collect, whatever you want to call it, a divine counterpart. I feel like that connection is going to come towards you guys. But it's about getting that rest and taking a moment to keep yourself balanced, and finding your center, and keeping your heart open. Okay, you guys? So I want to do one more thing before and trust. Don't forget to trust. Just trust, okay? Because a lot of y'all get closed off, and you relate the past to your present, and it's saying don't do that. Don't do that, because that Hierophant is about change, okay? And the Hierophant sees all, but there's an unknown, you know, making a wish on 11/11, I feel like. And just knowing that the universe has your back, okay? Because there's things unseen, you know, because you see like this card here, it's like you can't see what the Hierophant sees. And they can't, you know, because the Hierophant can see behind them. So the Hierophant knows, and the Hierophant could put 2 people together, I feel like, you know, like some type of change is coming, you know, and you got to welcome it. Just welcome the change, you know, even though you feel like, oh my God, am I really doing this? Because it's like what you can't see. And the Cancer is not, you can't see yourself. You can't see yourself and the world, but the world can be yours, you know. And trusting your dreams, writing your dreams down. Archangel Michael, please, thank you so much for being present. We give you permission to be present for this reading. We're going to ask for a message, or any messages that you have for our Cancer friends, for our Novemberish, Decemberish time 2018, okay? And again, time is just an illusion, but I am going to try and narrow it down a little bit. Okay, so December and Novemberish, depending on when you get this message. December and Novemberish. Okay, Archangel Michael, please give us a message. Thank you so much for any messages for Cancer. Okay, all right. Okay, so I have forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong, and God is in charge. So I say again, letting go of those seven burdens. Write down 7 things. I feel like write down 7 things that are heavy on your heart, or are stressing you out, or things that you feel like you just are out of your control. Things that you can't grasp. Things that you can't handle. I say give those to God. Give those to whoever your higher power, your higher self, and forgive yourself, because it says you've done nothing wrong. Okay? So again, if you're dealing with some type of legal issues, or you're feeling like you're not a good enough mother, or good enough father, or you're having some issues there too, I feel like forgive yourself. You're not perfect, okay? No one's perfect. But it says, I ask that you help me let go of self-blame and forgive myself. Please guide me in releasing any toxic anger or fear towards others. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for allowing me to feel centered and at peace. And again, getting that rest, feeling centered, and then you got the blue for at peace, tranquility, okay? Centered, the heart of the matter, and tranquility with the blue card, okay? And then God is in charge. It says, dear God, please let me let go of the situation, giving it faith and trust. Uh-oh, where's the trust card? Trust, okay? And trust to your divine wisdom and infinite love, ooh, in order to resolve and heal everything and everyone involved, okay? So again, that trust and that full card, clean slate and things, and just like, you know what, I can't do it on my, I don't want to do it on, don't say I can't, but say I don't want to do it on my own, and talking to your spirit guides and your angels, and just asking for that guidance, okay? Okay, so I feel like, you guys, this is a good reading. Again, you can reach out to me if you want a personal reading. I don't do them all the time, because everyone's got a lot of heavy energy, but I am here for you. I am really in depth with my readings too. I go back into your Akashic records. I go back into, I see what your journey is, what your lifelong journey is, and I answer questions that you may have too, that you may just need some confirmation or assurance on, okay? So thank you so much, you guys. Please like, subscribe, leave a message, share, comment. I love feedback. Let me know what parts of this resonated with you, if any of it did. If you have any tips and advice, I am open to hear them, or read them, I should say. And again, let's just send that healthy dialogue back to each other, and definitely sending light and love to you. So thank you, guys.